I'd like a word. Hello and welcome to Intoxicated Masculinity. If it's Wednesday, we have a cocktail video coming at you today. We are going to look back at Emma Jansen's Mezcal cocktail book. And we are going to look at another variant on the last word. This is going to be called The Only Word. It's from Jere Pina at the appropriately named bar, The Last Word, in San Antonio, Texas. There's not really a lot about the history of this cocktail. Again, it's a variant on the old it's a variant on the Last Word cocktail, which I'm kind of fans of those. You kind of notice that the Last Word and the Boulevardier / Negroni are very popular cocktails to do variations on because they're just equal parts cocktails, and they just kind of got a nice little format you can mess around with. So, since we don't have a lot to talk about as far as the history, let's do more of the making and the drinking. Okay, we are back and we have a series of ingredients. As we sort of know from these, the Last Word is going to be a 4-part equal parts cocktail, except in this case it is going to be 6 parts and not equal parts. So, go figure. We are going to start off equal parts, so we're going to toss in 1 ounce fresh squeezed lime juice. Now the recipe actually calls for 3/4 of an ounce. I just round up a little bit. It's fine. We're going to go for 1 ounce of our Maraschino liqueur. Now, historically, I've usually put in a little less than that, but I think for the purposes of this drink, we're going to go ahead and leave the recipe alone. We're going to go with 1 ounce of our green Chartreuse, assuming you can find it these days, since there's been somewhat of a shortage lately. And finally, for our equal partsing, we're going to use 1 ounce of Blanco tequila. In this case, I'm using 1800. I think 1800, especially if you can find it on sale. I got this one on sale. It's a really great cocktail tequila, and fairly affordable as well. Okay, now going off script as far as the equal parts, we're going to toss in 3 dashes of celery bitters. They actually have a different celery bitters they're calling for, but I think we're fine using our Fee Brothers. And the recipe calls for 1/4 ounce of mezcal, as the book title might suggest. So since I upped everything else, I'm going to go for just kind of a heavy 1/4 ounce. Just a little under half, I think. Alright, now all we need to do is get some ice in our shaker and shake this thing up. So go ahead and dump that in, give it a good pound, and give it a good shake. Alright. We're going to go ahead and double strain this into our chilled coupe glass. It's got kind of an interesting nose to it. Alright, and there you have The Only Word. Let's give it a taste. That is a really interesting cocktail. I like it a lot. It's very complex. The very little bit of mezcal that you put in here is doing a lot of work. I mean, maybe this is just a mezcal talking. It reminds me of barbecue. Like I think that this would taste great with some ribs. In this case, I don't feel like the equal parts Luxardo is overpowering, or over-sweetening rather. I think it does just what it should do. The celery bitters are coming in a little bit. I think if I was to say if there's one thing getting lost, I mean the tequila's a little understated because the tequila is trying to stand up against mezcal, which is obviously going to be a very difficult thing for it to do. I'm not getting a ton of the green chartreuse. Maybe a little bit of herbaceousness. This is a really good cocktail though. There's a lot going on, and you kind of taste the development of it. Yeah, I guess I'm getting the chartreuse in there a little bit. The celery bitters are doing more than I kind of thought they were. You get that, and it really mixes well with everything else. Yeah, this is a really good cocktail. I'm kind of surprised. It doesn't taste kind of how I thought it would. First of all, it doesn't taste anything like a regular Last Word. You will not mix these two cocktails up based on flavor. But it's very good. I like this a lot. So definitely out of the cocktails from Mezcal, I'm definitely 2 for 2. The Ahumado Seco, which you did before, was very, very good. This is very good. I'm sure this is not the last time we will be encountering this book. Anyway, on that bombshell, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good drink, and have a good day. Because it's the Last Word variant, Vanessa.
Okay.